Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol AMRN. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame, and does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis on Thursday, so that is where the green line up here is coming from, and that also segues perfectly into the first update here that needs to be made, and that update comes about based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they do tend to act as resistance. So $14.30 is one of the newer areas of resistance, but as far as resistance levels in the near term are concerned, that apparent level where the sellers all of a sudden showed up right there at $13.75. If you take a quick trip here through the past history of the day, you can see that on several occasions right here, literally, let's see, 1, 2, 3, about 5 times the price tried to get up above that level and just, slightly got above it a couple of times, but definitely could never sustain it. And then the price ultimately rolled back over. So again, my point here is that before you start talking about 1430 up here, this red line as resistance, one step at a time, one hurdle at a time, and that first hurdle in the near term down there at $13.75. Now, what about levels of support? Well, the first level of support, nothing fancy at all, other than the fact that, the bleeding finally stopped today down there at the $13 mark. So 13 is that next and current level of support, but I do want to scrunch up the chart here and go back into the history of things. We may have to go to, let's just go to the daily time frame. This is getting hard to see since the chart has not been down, or I should say the price has not been down this low for quite a while. There we go. So now each one of these candles does indeed represent a day. So I've talked about this before, apparently, and because that green line is sitting there. So that next level of support, if the $13 mark cannot hold, next area of support right down there around $12.35, give or take. Actually, let's see, what is the high of that? $12.50. So $12.50 is going to be that next level of support if $13 cannot hold. So we'll see if that can manage to hold up or not. But yeah, the price has definitely been getting pummeled. But to be fair, the entire market's been getting pummeled, so it's not like this stock is acting in some weird way as as compared to the general market. It's really the question right now is what stocks aren't getting pummeled. So rough week for AMRN, rough week for the market. We'll see if the price can get some sort of bounce off one of these levels or not. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.